Right. May, have you seen Chris?
No, I haven't. Somebody knocked the door. Maybe he went out. I don't know. Or maybe he's upstairs. I don't know.
Oh, let's see if I can find him now. Chris! Chris!
Get away! It's mine! It's mine, precious! Get away! Get away!
Just a joke, just a joke. Hello, my name is Christopher Dragon, and today I'm here to talk about one of the hardest journeys I've had in gaming in a while. And that is the very hard journey of me trying to get my PS5. Okay, it's been very hard over the last, right, 8 months now it's been, let's be honest and truthful, around that particular time. We all know how long it's been, and some of us still haven't got our PS5s. We've been hunting around for them for ages, and this all started before it even came out, and that was before November, where we all tried to get a pre-own, which is a normal thing, and normally it's not exactly a problem. But in this case, it was a very big problem because bots are everywhere these days. And they have been completely mucking things up for all of us gamers here because they want to earn money. Which we have nothing against us games. We have nothing against you want to earn money. Just you're earning money out of our misery. Let's be honest and truthful here, guys. These scalpers are earning money out of our misery, and it's not of this, but more on that later. This is Dragon's game here. So, first off, I'm going to do something I wish I could have done 8 months ago in November, and that is an unboxing. I recorded this earlier with Past Dragon, in other words, me earlier. My unboxing of the actual PS5. And here it is, over to Past Dragon. To you, Past Dragon.
Thank you, Future Dragon. Right, it's now time to actually unbox this lovely thing, but first things first, I've got to do it. It's got to be done. Anyway, let's get on with it. Oh, I didn't bring a knife. Never mind, I'll peel it. So, I finally got my PS5. I'm so happy. Oh, thank you, Mother. Oh, what can you do without mothers? So it's finally for the opening. I should have done this months ago, but here we go. Oh, yeah. We've got one box, now we've got two boxes. So then, let's have a look at this thing. Careful. Now, how does this open? Oh, and it still opens from the side. Oh well. There's enough cardboard in here. Right, the first thing you notice on the top, you got your 2-point plug, and you've got a controller. This controller takes USB Type-C. Quite a brilliant controller, actually. If you want to get close to it, well. Yes, I've got my stepfather now for cameraman for today. It's going to be fun playing on this very soon. So we've got controller and we've got this. Now I'm guessing there's supposed to be a power pack in here somewhere, but we'll get to it soon. We've also got the usual array of instructions. And we have, what's this?
Yeah, which if you're like any typical bloke, you don't bother to read.
Well, I never read. Yes, I do not read them, in all honesty. I think that's the stand for it. They included a stand for upright, which I'll never use. Typical HDMI lead, which is always useful. I'm going to pack this all the way soon. And we can get on to the next part of it. Oh. By the looks of it, unlike the last console, it does not have a power brick. And if it doesn't have a power brick, I'll be very surprised. I've been very careful here. It's taken me 8 months now to try and get one of these, and I don't want to break it out of the box now. It's stuck. It's stuck. Alright, I'm going to have to ask my mother to hold the box. Okay, Mum, can you hold the box? Thank you. I'm going to try and get it out of there. Right, if I hold it there and there. Thank you, Mother. Okay. It's going to be fun packing all this back in. And here we have the main console. By the looks of it, oh, a little bang, but
Careful.
thank you, Robin. So, here we have the main console, which is covered in all this stuff, which is good. I'm just trying to be as careful as possible here. And there it is. Ooh. Now I went for the disc edition because, no offense, I'm too old fashioned to get the digital edition because I like to have discs and collect things. That's just me. So what we got here? We got one USB at the front, one USB Type-C as well. We've got the power and the eject button here. Now on the back we have two USBs, a LAN line, and obviously HDMI and the power. So by the looks of it, it does not use any form of power brick, which is quite brilliant, to be honest. I mean, in the last couple of console generations, they use huge power bricks, but this time, by the looks of it, they're not. So, to be honest and truthful, you get for all of it here, it's quite a lot less than there was in the PS4 or PS3 eras when you had power bricks and everything else. Just two wires, a stand, controller, and that's basically it. Over to you, Future Dragon.
Thank you, Past Dragon. Well, there is a couple more things that I've found out recently about it. Is the stand is not just used for vertical, it's used for horizontal as well. The reason why this is because it's basically a stand. It's not a flat stand like it was with the PS4, so you will have to use the stand for both horizontal and vertical. Please read the instructions because it is a good idea. The other thing you've got to actually do, because I made this mistake, you've got to actually see which side it's supposed to be when being horizontal. Because when I first plugged it in, everything was going fine until I realized it was upside down. Alright, silly me, I made a mistake. Who doesn't? Apart from that, everything's well. I do apologise for the poor quality in the video. We was actually expecting it for another 10 days. It came today, so we had to use an old mobile phone video, which, as you can see, is poor quality. Sorry about that. Just turn the volume up and you should be fine. Anyway, back to the journey. The reason why I did an unboxing vid, because I'm going to say stuff the bloody scalpers, because it's their fault I couldn't do it months ago. So I'm going to do it anyway, just to spite them. I know you've seen the unboxing videos and everyone else. I'm just doing the unboxing vid basically just to spite them. But now going on to the journey. As I said earlier, basically I went for a pre-own and all the pre-owns are gone. Now this is not an uncommon thing to happen. This happened with most of the other consoles, but there wasn't that much of an online presence in the previous one. But this time it's quite different because of what's known as bots. Now, bots has become a problem in any kind of scalping where people actually buy loads of possibly rare stuff in the future for themselves and then sell them off on eBay for twice the price. We know the routine by now. But in this case, people are buying 2,000, 100,000, 2,000, 100, 200 to 2,000 consoles just to sell on eBay. And this is got beyond a joke. Now, no offense, this usually happens, and after about 3-4 months where their new stock comes in, it usually clears the problem, and then the scalpers get their comeuppance. Let's be honest and truthful here. Except they didn't, because we're in COVID. And because we're in COVID, scalpers had a lot more of an opportunity to actually do a lot more business than they did any normal of the time. There is the other advantage out of COVID that customers can go into a shop and pre-own and not rely purely online. But because of COVID, it was mainly online for pre-orders, and it's very rare for an actual gaming customer to actually get a PlayStation. Now, these bots are being coming up through what's known as carnage.org and various other websites to use bots to actually buy through various things using false information and then buying through the same bank account or credit cards. Now, after this, we had the boo-hoo story from them. Oh, oh no. We're only trying to make a living. We're trying to actually earn some money. We're trying to earn some money to put some food on our family's table. This was the official statements they was coming up with to actually justify what they were doing. Oh no, we want to put food on our tables. For God's sake, how is it putting food on your tables when you're buying 2,000 PlayStations that comes up to a total of about £100,000? Or something or near that. I haven't made the calculations, but you get the drift. On credit cards. If you was really wanting to actually do that, then the easiest answer is don't buy PlayStations, just put food on the table. And then the excuses came on coming. I said they were saying they were doing a simple business. They were doing this. They were doing that. They were trying to gain sympathy. It's not going to work from us gamers, let's be honest and truthful. And then things went from bad to worse because we managed to come out of COVID and the shops were starting to open. And so the excuses were still coming from the scalpers, but new stock was starting to come back into starting to come into shops. So me going to a normal shop and asking if they had any stock. So I thought, yeah, that's fair enough. Let's do that. And I thought, no, there wouldn't be stock, but at least give you some data or some of this. But what actually happened was I went into the store and they told me that they cannot sell PS5s physically to you in stores because they have to sell them online due to COVID. Which means the only people who are getting the PlayStations, even to now, is the bots and the scalpers. They say, oh, we've got better security. Really? No offense, if you had better security, if you got better security, what made it the difference now? What's giving it so better security that you're not going to have more scalpers now than you did last time? There's no explanation of what security it is. In fact, Sony doesn't offer the security because Sony's the one who's saying to the stores, don't sell physically. I'm also guessing that Sony doesn't give a doesn't really care if scalpers are still getting the PlayStations. So Sony is particularly being a bad guy here. So I can't blame the stores for actually taking the orders off Sony. But then there's recent events that happened. The stores have become fully open. There's still no stock really in stores, although I'm starting to get some now. And then you had second-hand produce, which is a sort of a mixed bag, which is like CEX, who's selling their PlayStations for £750, which is the current rate for scalping prices, and they are going with it. Now, in all fairness, it's still a disgusting thing to do for CEX's part and other second-hand produces, second-hand stores, gaming stores like this, but they're following a policy that shouldn't really exist when they're there. So they wanted to actually have customers. I understand it from CX point of view. They've had the policy that they always sell the product for the prices that are on selling at the moment, and go down from there. So if a PlayStation 4 was priced at £400 when it was open and then goes down to 200, they normally keep to the prices as the most majority. But since they're getting pegged the bad guys as well, it's not exactly dropping their prices. The official price might have been mending some fences here. So that one's kind of a mixed bag. I'm not having a go at CEX about it. I'm not defending them either. I can understand it from both points of view. I don't like what that they're still selling them for £700. But I understand that they got the policy that they're selling them for the price they have to because the scalpers are selling them the price they have to. But it's still, to be honest, for their loyal customers, I would have dropped the price if it was me running the store, in all honesty. Anyway, this is a sign of the times. Since I've got my one, I had to use a pre-order. My brother, I would say, I mean, me and my brother have both been trying to get the PlayStation for various means, both of us. My brother managed to get a pre-order of a pre-order and managed to get this console today. And I'm so happy about it. Because the one thing is, it actually came with a bundle, and the bundle for the game is Ratchet and Clank. So I'm also going to be doing a review sometime this week on this, since I do have it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. It's just my hard journey to get a PS5. And the reason why I'm mainly doing this video is because if people do these videos, then don't do these videos, then no one's going to learn from their mistakes. And this can easily repeat next time when the PS6 or the Xbox, whatever it's going to be, comes out next. So, my name is Christopher Dragon from Dragon's Game, and I will say see you later.